the question you asked a second ago, Daryl Morey thinks they would have won the series if Doc Rivers wasn't the coach. It's just that simple. The question you're asking now is, if you're a Sixers fan, should you be happy for more James Harden down the line? My observation would be certainly not, and absolutely not at $50 million a year.
I could not agree with that thought more. You saw what happens in game 6, what happened in game 7, the explanation that was given after both those games. After game 6, you heard Joel Embiid said, well, it's hard for me to demand the ball. And I'm thinking, how did you win the MVP award if it's that difficult?
Oh, he was demanding the ball. Yeah. He was just not receiving the ball from James Harden.
Okay. All right. So Joel
Embiid said, it's hard. I didn't touch the ball in the last 4 minutes. He didn't say, I took myself out of the game for the last 4 minutes. Right. He said, I didn't touch it. Mm-hmm. That's saying that my teammates did not give me the ball when I presented myself as available.
Gotcha. Understood. So when it comes to the performance of James Harden and Joel Embiid, I find it difficult. How does one look at the coach and say that's the problem when you look at the stars that didn't play up to snuff, especially in those 2 games?
Well, to play devil's advocate, I don't think it was the coach. I think the coach put them in a position to win. James Harden shot the ball twice in the second half of game 6, 2 times. Then he blamed the refs. Okay. Mm-hmm. In game 6 and 7, he made 7 field goals and had 10 turnovers, 2 games combined. Okay. This is not Doc Rivers' fault that James Harden performed at this level. It's James Harden's fault. Now, if Daryl Morey wants to believe that another coach would have gotten more out of James Harden and therefore the collective, I guess that's his prerogative. Josh Harris has given him the keys to the kingdom to do as he pleases. He's replaced the president. He's signed PJ Tucker. He's signed James Harden. He signed he traded for D'Anthony Melton. He believes that he is, and I guess he has to believe that. He believes that his formula will work. And honestly, if you're Josh Harris, you hire him to give him the keys to the kingdom. So you and I can, bitch and moan all we want about, James Harden isn't this, Joel Embiid should be this. Daryl Morey's making these decisions because Josh Harris is letting him. Right. And remember when we used to complain about Joe Banner and Jeffrey Lurie interfering with the front office? Okay, well, either change the front office or change the ownership. Neither of those things is going to change. Mm-hmm. So I know that's sort of tangential, but the reality for me is you have a general manager who believes in James Harden and has believed in James Harden for 13 years.